Good morning, 7th graders. Okay, so today we're going to learn about equations of linear relationships. So they're going to give us an equation and a graph, and we're going to graph it, but we're going to set up a table first. And we're going to pick numbers to plug in for x, and then we're going to solve for y. So it will be easy. I know it sounds scary, but it's going to be easy. And remember, like, get scratch paper, try to do these on your own. You can pause the video, you can rewind it, you can raise your hand, you can ask me for help, because that's what I'm here for, is to help you guys. All right, guys, so we're back. So I drew a little coordinate plane over here. I may have to add to it. Wasn't anything fancy, okay? And I guess I should label it X and Y coordinate, X and Y axis. All right, so here's our equation. Y equals X minus 5. Okay, so we're gonna make a table. So if I were you, I would definitely be pausing and copying this down. So here's gonna be our X's. And I'm just picking these numbers because I feel like they're easy to work with math-wise. Okay, so we're just do like -1, 0, 1, and 2. And I'm probably going to use these every time just because they're super simple to work with. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to plug in -1 for x right here. Because, see, this is x's. So that means that -1 in for x, and we'll get a y coordinate. And then we can graph these, okay? So -1 minus 5. And we all know the rule. If you're subtracting integers, you can change your subtraction to addition, change the sign of the next number. So do you see how you have to, like, learning integers that you did last year, adding and subtracting integers, it's coming with you. You have to understand what you do today because it's coming back. You're learning it for a reason, okay? So -1 plus -5 is -6, okay? Well, I hope I have enough. Hopefully I do. All right, so if we plug in 0 minus 5, so we're going to plug in 0 for x. 0 minus 5 is -5, right? That was easy. This is why I choose these easy numbers. I like to be easy. Okay, so now we're going to do 1 minus 5. And we know that we can change this subtraction to addition and change the sign of the next number. And now they're different signs and we're adding. So the rules say, and I have a cheat sheet, it's under tidbits in the resources section on Google Classroom. So if you need a refresher, go use the cheat sheet. So when we're adding, if the numbers have different signs, you take the sign of the larger number, which is negative, and you subtract. So 5 minus 1 is 4, so -4. Okay, so now we're going to plug in 2 for x up here. So 2 minus 5. And again, we're going to change the subtraction to addition, and we're going to change the sign of the next number. So they have different signs. We're going to take the sign of the larger one, 5, and subtract. So 5 minus 2 is 3, and it's negative. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to plot these. I'm going to plot -1 and -6. So my x right here is -1, and I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm putting a dot right here. Then 0 and -5. So here my x is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Putting a dot right there. Then 1 and -4. So +1. And then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 and -3. So over here's 0, 1, 2 to +2. I'm going to go down because it's -3. Okay, now look at this. That is a straight line. I mean, I'm no Miss Anderson, no art teacher or Miss Hayden. But I'm going to tell you what, that's a pretty good straight line. This is a linear equation. Okay? Okay, so last example. They're kind of time consuming, so I don't want to spend half the class period doing examples and then you not be able to practice what you're learning. So make sure you're pausing, you're writing this down, and you're asking questions, okay? I feel like I say this all the time and I never get questions. So, I mean, don't tell me I'm that great of a teacher that no one ever has to ask me questions, because I know that's not true. All right, so here we go. Again, I went with easy. -1. You always want to kind of have a negative. It's just a good idea. 1, 0, 1, and 2. We're going to plug these in for x. This time it's -2 times x plus 6. So it's a little bit more difficult. It's like a step up. Okay, so we're going to plug in -1 right here. So we have -2 times -1 plus 6. Okay, so -2 times -1. Again, I have a cheat sheet and tidbits in my Google Classroom for multiplying integers. So -2 times -1 is +2, and +2 plus 6 is 8. Okay, so our y will be 8 right there. All right, so now we're going to do -2 times 0 plus 6. Okay, we know anything times 0 is 0. So this is going to be 6. That was easy. See, this is easy, right? Okay, so now we're going to plug in 1. So we have -2 times +1 plus 6. And we know that -2 times a +1 is -2. And -2 plus 6. Okay, so we have different signs and we're adding. So we're going to take the sign of the larger number, 6, so it's going to be positive. 6 minus 2 is 4, and it's +4. All right, so now we have -2. -2 times +2 plus 6. So -2 times +2 is -4 plus 6, and they're different signs. So we take the sign of the larger number, 6, which is positive, and 6 minus 4 is 2. So now I'm going to graph these x and y coordinates. So here's my x-axis. So I'm going to go -1 right here, and I'm going to go up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, 8. I didn't go up high enough, so I'll just put that there. That looks good, right? It looks legit to me. Okay, so now we have 0 and 6. So 0 is my origin, and we're going to go up the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Then we have 1 and +4. So +1 is going to be over here on the right side because it's like a number line. +1, and we're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 and 2. That's easy. So we go over 2, up 2. All right, now look at this. That is legit. And that's how you graph linear equations. So hopefully you don't have any questions. Hopefully I did a great job explaining it. But if you do, ask away.